up YouTube? It is your boy Tim coming back at you with another YouTube video, and welcome to TA Vlogs. If this is your first time stopping by my channel, I would like to say welcome, and if you guys could please hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. All of that does help with the YouTube algorithm and helps boost my video to more and more people. So thank you to every single one of you guys that do that on all my videos. And for today's video, we're going to be going over some of the best sneaker stores to stop by in Atlanta. I'm going to give you guys some retail shops and resale shops. So let's start this list off with Wish ATL. So Wish ATL is a staple in Atlanta. It's a must go to. I love how they have that little book section as you're going downstairs. Super creative, super dope. Feels like a secret library that you're going to. Turns out there's a whole bunch of sneakers in there. They have a lot of clothes, dope spot. But this is a retail shop. So if you miss it, you know you're not gonna have your size and all the items. Not guaranteed, but everything is retail price, no resale. So I pulled it up on Google and I have the address right here. The address is right down here. And I pulled up their Instagram, which is Wish ATL. They are verified. Just follow them, you know, so you have them on your Instagram. Always see what they're going to be releasing. They usually do all their release dates, what they're releasing in store, what they're doing Instagram raffles for. Just all the information they usually update it on their Instagram. So it's important to stay tapped into their Instagram because you get all the information from there. Another retail shop in Atlanta that I recommend is going to be A Ma Maniere. This is a dope shop. Feels super luxurious. They have Bait, which is dope. They have Off-White, so they have all that stuff for retail prices. And they also get releases, Yeezys, Jordans, everything like that. Their address is down there below as well. And I also pulled up their Instagram. So for basically every shop, I'm going to have their Instagram pulled up right to the right, so you can follow them on Instagram to stay up to date on all their stuff. Just like Wish, they do announce all their release dates, whether it's an in-store raffle, whether it's a Instagram raffle. All the information is on their Instagram, so you're going to want to stay up to date on all of that, so make sure to follow them. They are verified as well. Now we're going to get into some of the resale shops, the secondary market, you know, where you can find new and used pairs. You can find vintage clothing, new and used clothing, and just dope items in general. So the first resale shop I have on this list is going to be Times Jto. This is a dope spot. They have a good mix between vintage and sneakers. I would say 50% of the store is clothing, 50% is sneakers. When I went, they didn't have a lot of sizing, which was their only downfall to that store, because obviously it's not a retail shop, so they're not going to have a full size run. They only get what they have in. But it was a dope stop. It was a dope spot. A lot of vintage stuff. That's what I liked about it. You have this little corner right to the left that you can take photos. They have all the old vintage 90s and early 2000 items, whether that's toys, billboard, signage, all that, which is super dope. And they were pretty customer friendly. They were always going up to me asking me if I needed anything, if I needed this size, that. So that's dope about that. Here we have the address right down here. And like the other ones, here's Good Times Atlanta's Instagram. Here they post what they have in stock, what they're about to put out, whether they have a steal, whether they're closed. So make sure to stay tuned to that. Next store on the list is going to be Hype 247 or Hype 24/7, whatever you want to call it. I think it's 247. This one is located in like the heart of Atlanta, downtown, right next to the Ferris wheel, right next to the Sea Aquarium and the Coke Factory. This is a dope shop. It is kind of small, but they do have a wide selection of sneakers, small selection of clothes, but they do have both at the shop. And Hype 247, I think, has the best pricing. They're not really on that hype pricing. They usually have pretty close to market, if not even some shoes even below market. He does a very good job on his pricing, so that's one thing that stood out to me when I went to his shop. Here is the Instagram, Hype 2407, and here on his Instagram, he likes to post steals of the days. Sometimes you'll get a really good price on the shoe. Sometimes he gives out free shoes, so make sure to stay tuned to that. The next shop we're going to be talking about is actually a shop that just recently opened about 1 month ago. I believe they opened on December 18th, so the shop is fairly new. And this is the most modern shop out of all of them. Super modern, beautiful lighting. So if you guys are going to be taking pictures or filming content, this is the shop for you. And this had the biggest selection of sneakers, and this had the best selection for rare sneakers. So if you are hunting for rare, super rare sneakers, I would say Request Boutique Atlanta would be your best option. Hype 247 does have some, but not anything close to Request. It was crazy. They had a whole, basically like a Flight Club glass case. The heat that I saw in there was crazy. Stuff that I only saw like in New York, in California. So This shop was beautiful. And then for clothing for this store, it's more of newer clothes. They had Bape, Off-White, Chrome Hearts, you know, all the hype stuff, LV, Dior, all of that, Balenciaga t-shirts. Not so much vintage clothing there, but like I said, this was the biggest selection of sneakers, whether that's Yeezys, Dunks, Jordans, and size runs. They had the biggest selection at Request Boutique, and this is located inside of a mall, so you know you can do some shopping as well there. Here's the Instagram, Request Boutique ATL. Small following because they just opened up this Instagram page, but the other requests, I believe they have, okay, so they have it in Charlotte, North Carolina, and Greensboro, North Carolina. So they're an established store, so you know they're doing their thing. And the last store we're going to be talking about is Full Circle Atlanta. This is a newer store as well. They were open before, I guess I should say a new location. They moved to a new location, which is pretty dope. And I would say this store was the best mix of vintage and sneakers. They had a good selection for shoes, and they had a pretty good selection of vintage t-shirts, about 4 or 5 racks of just vintage shirts. And I like how they categorize them as NASCAR, wrestling, so you don't have to go looking at every single shirt. You can just go to a specific category. They have Supreme accessories, calls, a good mix of everything. I would say Full Circle is probably the best mix of items, whether that comes to vintage clothing, new sneakers, and just like collectibles in general, whether that's Cause, Supreme, Travis Scott, action figures, stuff like that. This would be the best mix to go to. And you have their Instagram right here, 26,000 followers, and you definitely want to stay up to date on their Instagram because they always post steals of the day, deals of the day, stuff like that. And they always post new inventory, so if you see something on their Instagram, you're gonna have to act fast because usually they post the hottest and the latest stuff, and that stuff usually sells out really quick. So make sure to stay tuned and tap into their Instagram to stay up to date on all their content too. Alright guys, well that's going to wrap up the video. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope this gave you guys a little insight on some of the stores you guys must go to when you guys come visit Atlanta. I love all of these stores. All these stores I go to maybe on a monthly basis. I usually check out once a week. And if you guys do want me to go to each store and do a detailed review of each one of these, make sure to drop a comment down below and make sure to smash that like button. If we get a whole bunch of likes and a whole bunch of comments saying go do a full detailed review on each store, I'll do that on every Saturday. And then so that's 6 stores, so that'll be 6 weeks, and I'll do one every week. Make sure to check me out on Instagram and TikTok at Potato Chip. Both of those links will be down in the description box below. And like I've been saying on all my videos, guys, don't forget to turn post notifications on because I am dropping a new video or going live every single day. So you don't want to miss out on any of that fire content. It's been your boy Tim, signing off. Peace.